This rivalry has been brewing for a long time, and it spills over tonight at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisha. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson weighed in at 61 kilos, and he's 180 centimeters tall. That's outrageous. His reach also 184. And he'll be facing Terrence Bud Crawford, and he weighed in at an even 61 kilos. He is 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 188.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tale. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're gonna.
とりあえず今日は12ラウンドの練習、ライト級で多分明日試合するんで、ジムメイトと。
Expecting an all-out offensive display. I'm going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. He threw a punch and just got countered.
ライト級あんまやんないから、ウェルターしかほとんどやんないからな。他の階級はあんまり得意じゃないんだ。
Pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
It's so hot, so humid. There's a roof on here. You don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on you.
Nice counter shot. Nice stop, but that won't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered.
スタミナ管理の練習。序盤はマジであんまり12ラウンドだとね、マジで実際のボクシングなんで、序盤からガンガンいって、6ラウンドにはスタミナが半分しかありませんでしたなんたらもう絶対負けるからな。だいたい6、7ラウンドで 70% ぐらいないときつい。
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talking about Robinson in that last round. What do we expect to see here in round 2? That corner has
大体5ラウンドくらいで 80% ぐらい残しとかないとマジできつくなってくる。ポイント取れてたら中盤とか攻めるんだけど結構手数増やして、序盤はマジで確実に正直6ラウンドぐらいで2ポイントぐらい負けてても盛り返せるからね、終盤で。マジ頭つかないと勝てない、強い人には。このダリップはうちのジムのリーダーです。この人に誘われてこのリーグの世界に入ったから。
Caution being thrown to the wind. Good defense on that right hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. Beautiful counter punch.
こ でも序盤でこの3ラウンドで1ポイントも取れなかったらちょっと焦るよね。
Robinson in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance without.
Let's get it started in round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Punch, counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. There's a counter shot.
まだね、ロビンソンの距離感がいまいちちょっと近いんだよな、ジャブの。このジャブが一番伸びきる距離感を覚えられれば強いんだよ。
Say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
So close with that uppercut. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Jab slightly off target. A perfect counter lands. Counter punch caught him clean. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Okay.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's a...
There's the bell for round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The charts action from both of these fighters. Good defense to block the hook. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. No rest for the weary. Threw the hook, didn't land. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage. Time for the 5th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You don't know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
This fight has a real good flow to it. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Jab misses. Just missed with that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Those counter punches have to hurt. Just misses with that jab.
You
know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round.
80%。まあ、全然結構いいかも。
Let's start the sixth. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He threw a punch and just got countered. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Misses with the straight left. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. Here comes round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Two lightweights are showing you why they are the best of the best. That jab gets blocked. How about that time counter shot? Power is is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That hook's blocked. It's bombs away. Nice defense on that hook. The perfect counter lands. There's a counter shot. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. There's the bell for round 8. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
The stamina is off the charts. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Tempo show. Nice cover, is dazed. And right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. See how much fatigue we see here in round 9. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. A high-octane battle.
もうライト級でやるなら徹底的なアウトボックスのやつがちょっとやっぱりあんまりやりづらいから徹底的アウトボックスだよね多分。
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Beautiful counter shot. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Robinson goes to the canvas. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
You right.
1, 2, 3, 4. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talk about Robinson in that last round. This is the 10th. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Perfect counter shot. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That jab misses. A right hook catching air. Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen.
いやー、ロビンソンちょっと使うのやめようかな。なんかいまいちね、使いづらい。俺は。あ、見るかんかな。打たれ弱いけど。
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Robinson. This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength, and preparation is how you are going to deal with this.
Nope, that hook won't score. Just missed with that hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. When are we going to see?
ダメだ、ロビンソンだ。やめよう。使うのやめようかな。
You can see it right here. That body shot sent them down, and they weren't getting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T.
Oh my God, Johnny! Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high. Hold it right there. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
Oh.
both men promised to knock their opponent down, and they were right in that round.
Sometimes you talk about drawing first blood. What does that tell you?
Switching off, you're starting to make mistakes. Now you go back out there and switch back and get your title. And there's the bell to start round 12. Both fighters went to the canvas last round. What are we going to see here?
One fighter got knocked down earlier, got back up again to knock him down. How are they going to walk back out of this into the next round?
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
When you watch lightweight, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. How did they survive that?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way to the finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. That could never happen.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Sugar Ray is down.
Oh, すごいダウン。
Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Where did that...
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. What? You've got to win.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one.
こうだまた
I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
So,
ドロー
judge
はみえるなぁ。OK。
Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. The crowd is buzzing for this one here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time now for our Sugar Ray Leonard, an undisputed welterweight champion, and he won world titles in 5 weight classes. Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting one of the all
the talking has been done. It's time to start. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. That jab had to hurt. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You see the nerves on the fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. He can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Breathe, just get your breath back. Smart, get your shots up. Don't give him anything. Go back out there. The gap's really clear. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't low. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get a jab back. Just boxing, just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything, all right? Go back out there and win this round. You only lost one.
Don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him.
Focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
He's ready to go. He's got to be.
Here we go for round 2. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is a high-octane battle. Good counter-punching. Catch and shoot. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement, move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Put him back in his place.
You've complete. You were thinking you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you still landed.
Was? Come on. You let him back into the fight. You're much better than that guy. You're much better. He's not even in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Don't worry about
Timing already.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That jab doesn't find a home. Punch, counter punch. Catch and shoot. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Crawford is dazed. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Leonard in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Good man, good man.
It was a god-awful round, I tell you. Now, come on.
You're up there. Good work out there. The top's working nice. Those ones.
Same league as him. Come on, switch on, get your boxing back together, and get back out there and win the round. You done all that work in camp. You gotta get out there and switch on.
The right hand's beautiful. That's it. Starts the
And there's the bell to start round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nobody home with that hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? And he scores with the counter. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Counter punch. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Good counter punch. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus... Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Stay focused out there and win the round.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
unlucky to miss with that jab. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. And he misses with that jab. Punch, counter punch. Throws the jab but does not score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Tougher fight because he's going to be confident. I want you to go back out there.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You were thinking. You were
Stand of your jab.
On to the 6th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Perfect counter shot. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Catch and shoot. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. Talk about Leonard in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man, good man.
We're boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round up with fair.
Relax now. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking at...
You've completely switched off. Get your mind back on the job.
And there's the bell for round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. The jab not finding its target. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
Nice defense with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Crawford in trouble. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
It's a bad round, but we don't...
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man, good man.
Come on, we're switching up. We got complacent. This fight's not full fair.
Just keep him on the end of that jab. You're getting you.
Round 8, and we're off again. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He threw the hook, didn't land. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
That jab gets blocked. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Out of the way, that right hook. He misses with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Leonard in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the dangerous bit.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That jab misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are... There's the bell to start round 10. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter shot lands. Missing with that jab. His stamina is off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time.